Including fresh mushrooms in everyday meals is a great way to boost your vitamin intake while adding virtually no calories, fat, or sodium. Stay with us today as Claire Jones from Mushrooms Canada shows us how to make this low-fat, super fresh tasting version of a Chinese classic, Asian mushroom lettuce wraps. It's kid-friendly and makes a great lunch, appetizer, or supper.
If you're looking at adding some healthy choices to your diet, a great way to do this is to add fresh Canadian mushrooms. Now, to start this recipe, I'm using 8 ounces of mixed mushrooms. I've got the white button mushrooms here, and I've also got the brown cremini mushrooms. And you want to chop these really finely, so it's easier to do this in a food processor. You could do it by hand though. For those of you that haven't used the cremini mushrooms before, they're a brown mushroom and they're more flavorful than the white one. So if you haven't tried them before, now's a good time to do it. So you just want to blend this in the food processor until they're finely chopped. The next step for this recipe is to heat your fry pan on medium-high and add about a tablespoon of oil to that. If you have a really good non-stick pan like Tefal, you probably don't need to add the oil. And to this I'm going to add 8 ounces of ground chicken, and just break that up with your lifter. And then add your mushrooms in here. Now mushrooms are what gives this a really good flavor, because mushrooms have something called umami, and that gives a really good depth of flavor to whatever you're cooking. And then to this you're going to add your Asian flavors, which are 3 cloves of garlic and 2.5 tablespoons of grated ginger. And then you're going to just cook this on medium-high for about 4 to 5 minutes, or until all the water from the mushrooms has evaporated. Once all the water has evaporated from your cooked mushrooms, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then I'm going to cook that, turn the heat down and cook it on low for another 4 to 5 minutes, or just till all the flavors are blended. Although most of the water has evaporated from the mushrooms, the nutrients are still retained. And mushrooms do have a lot of great nutrients in them. They have the vitamins, including B vitamins, and mushrooms are the only natural vegetable that have vitamin D. They also have minerals, fiber, and they're low in fat and calories. Now I'm going to add in some Asian hot chili sauce, or just some hot sauce, whatever you have at home. And you can add as little or as much as you like, depending on how spicy you want it. I've added about half a teaspoon here, so it should be quite spicy. And just stir that in, and you're almost ready to serve it. Before you serve it, just stir in 1/2 cup of green onions, and that gives it some nice color. So now our mushroom filling is ready. I'm just going to put it into a bowl for serving. And there's a couple of ways that you can serve this. You can serve the Asian mushroom wrap with steamed rice and with some steamed vegetables, or you can do it in the wraps, which is a really fun way to do it. So what you do is just get some romaine lettuce, get the hearts of the romaine lettuce, so the leaves that are in the middle, and put the mushroom mix into the lettuce leaves, and then you can garnish them. I've got some chopped carrots here, some peanuts, and some cucumbers, and you can also put some mint or coriander on that, and then just wrap it up and eat it. It makes a great meal for kids because, you know, they can hold it in their hands and it's lots of fun to eat. You can also substitute ground pork in here instead of the ground chicken, and add some chopped water chestnuts, and that makes it really nice and crunchy. You can also make this filling beforehand. If you want to get things ready beforehand, just put it in the fridge, and then you can reheat it in the frying pan or in the microwave. If it does get a little too thick, then you can add a little bit of water to it while you're reheating it. Remember, Canadian mushrooms are fresh, simple, and good. For more recipes, including this one, go to our website at mushrooms.ca.